Once Upon Africa with Oye, a story of choices, consequences, and truth. Listen closely. This might be your story. Let's begin. Odewale's arrow was already in flight, but it stopped mid-air, frozen, as if the night itself had caught it. The white leopard did not move. Instead, he spoke. If that arrow lands, your children would not live to see the next moon. The forest of Igbede had one law every hunter knew: never enter on a Tuesday, not because of animals, but because of what walked as animals. Odewale had broken that law. Hunger had pushed him beyond fear. 3 days without meat. 3 nights of watching his wife pretend she was not hungry so their children could eat the last handfuls of dried cassava. Tonight, he chose survival over superstition, or so he thought. The deeper he walked, the more the forest changed. The scent of damp earth thickened. Rot and life mixed together. The air grew heavy, almost breathing against his skin. Then the sounds faded. First the insects, then the night jars, then even the wind. Silence fell like a curtain. That was when his charm began to burn. Odewale grabbed his chest. The small leather pouch tied there pulsed with heat. His mother's voice echoed. This charm does not protect you, it warns you. But she never told him what it warned against. Not fully, not before she died. And now it burned like it was trying to speak. He turned slowly and saw it, the white leopard, standing where no creature should be able to stand. Open ground, fully exposed, bathed in moonlight, not hiding, not hunting, waiting. Its eyes held something ancient, not animal, not human, something older than earth. Odewale raised his bow. This was not just meat. This was wealth, power, honor. A white leopard skin would make him the greatest hunter in generations. His children would never know hunger again. His wife would never look at him with quiet worry. But the charm burned harder, as if resisting his decision. Then the leopard spoke. Inside him, Odewale, son of Adesina. His grip faltered. No animal knew lineage. No animal spoke names. Fear crept in, but hunger pushed it back. I will take you, he said, spirit or not. The leopard did not flinch. Then understand, what you take tonight will take from you. The forest flickered, and suddenly Odewale saw his home, not in memory, but as if he stood inside it. His wife crying, his children sick, weak, one of them not moving. Odewale gasped. What is this? The cost, the leopard said calmly. Every life taken wrongly must be balanced. His heart pounded. No, this is a trick. But deep down, it did not feel like a trick. It felt like the arrow trembled, His arms burned. His mind screamed, "Shoot, feed your family." But another voice whispered, "At what cost?" The charm paused violently now. Not just heat, but rhythm, like a heartbeat, like it was alive. The leopard stepped closer. "Choose, hunter." The forest leaned in. Time stretched thin. Odewale exhaled, and slowly he lowered the bow. "I will not take what I do not understand." The moment he said it, the forest exhaled. The leopard shivered. Its body dissolved into white mist, then light, then form. A towering spirit stood before him, eyes like moons, voice like wind through ancient trees. "You have obeyed a law older than hunger." Odewale fell to his knees. The spirit raised its hand. The ground shifted. A large antelope appeared beside him, fresh, whole, untouched, enough to feed his family for days. Odewale's breath caught. "Mercy returns to those who give it," the spirit said. Odewale clutched the charm. It burned. "Why?" The spirit looked at it. That charm was never for protection. It paused. It was a key. Odewale frowned. "A key?" "Only those who feel its fire are being watched." A chill ran down his spine. "Watched? All this time?" At dawn, Odewale returned, the antelope over his shoulders. The hunters gathered. The elders watched closely. When he told the story, they laughed at first. Then one elder stood, old, trembling. "I have heard this before," he whispered. Silence fell. The eldest elder stepped forward. "There was once a pact," he said, "a covenant with the forest." The villagers murmured. "You broke it," Odewale said slowly. The elder lowered his head. "We took more than we gave." The air turned heavy. The spirits withdrew, and hunger came. Realization spread. This was not coincidence. This was consequence. That night, something changed. The villagers began hearing things. Footsteps outside huts, whispers in the wind, animals watching but not running. The forest was no longer silent. It was aware. Fear gripped the village, not of animals, but of judgment. Odewale returned to the forest days later, not to hunt, but to stand and listen. The spirit appeared once more. "The balance is shifting," it said. "What must I do?" Odewale asked. "Remind them." "Of what?" The spirit's eyes glowed brighter. "That man does not own the earth." From that day, the hunters changed. They took less. They gave thanks. They listened, and the forest breathed again. Animals returned. Hunger faded. not by force, but by balance. When man forgets his place in nature, he creates his own suffering. But when he remembers, when he shows mercy, even in need, the world responds. Not always immediately, not always clearly, but always faithfully. Because the greatest law is not survival, it is balance. Proverb: the world is a marketplace. Whatever you give, you will receive in return. If the story spoke to you, share your thoughts in the comments. And follow Once Upon Africa with Oye for more stories that teach, warn, and reveal the truth about life.